We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Game lead in the Pacific Association above the San Rafael Pacifics enter the ball game. 35-12 overall, and the magic number right now, 9 for the Stompers with 17 left to play. Napa comes in one game over 500 with a record of 24-23. They sit 11 games back, just 3 games behind San Rafael for that second spot in the Pacific Association. The Stompers, who have won 4 straight coming into the ball game. Napa coming off of a win yesterday over Vallejo. 9-4 the record against the Silverados this year. 5-2 here at home. On a overcast night here from Sonoma, California, it's Nick Barnice, the right-hander from Simi Valley, California, making his 10th start. 4-1 in the previous 9 with a 3.5 ERA. 45 2/3 innings for Barnice. He's allowed 25 runs, 18 earned on 40 hits. He struck out 56, and he's walked 21. So Barnice. And here's a lineup he'll face for Tito Fuentes Jr.'s Napa Silverados. Justin Bird will lead things off in right field, followed by Malvin Nunez, the shortstop. Josh Montalongo will bat third and play first base. The cleanup man is the catcher, Nico Tony. Dominic Bethencourt will bat fifth over at third, with Jordan Anderson hitting sixth and left. Dakota Connors at second base will hit seventh, with Nick Olch batting eighth, the designated hitter. And Sean Jackson rounds out the lineup in center field, batting ninth against Nick Barnice, who's 2-0 in 3 starts against the Silverados here this year. The 6'3" right-hander in his 9th season as a professional baseball player. He goes over the head, and his first pitch to Justin Bird is a little bit outside. 1 ball and no strikes at 6:05, right on time. 81 degrees and humid and overcast here tonight from Palooza Park at Arnold Field. Nick Kern at third base, pulled in on the grass against the left-handed Justin Bird, who fouls the pitch away. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Justin Bird, the newest Silverado, is at 533. Make that 8 for 15 in a Napa uniform here this year. But on the season, 12 home runs and 29 runs batted in, and Barnice deals inside. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. On Justin Bird, it'd be Bird, Nunez, Montalongo, Tony Bethencourt, Anderson, Connors, Olch, and Jackson for Napa here tonight. Barnice out of the windup, his 2-1 pitch, and Bird swings through the fastball. Hard fastball from Nick Barnice. You'll see it low to mid-90s for the big right-hander, and he has Bird in a 2-2 count. Former third-rounder by the Rays back in 2007. Has Bird at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and Bird's been the Stomper killer here this year, no matter what uniform he's wearing. And the 2-2 pitch to him misses outside here, and the count is full. Bird's worked it full to lead off the game against Nick Barney. Stompers 23 games above 500. The payoff pitch swung on and missed. Bird loses the bat. Butcher hangs on. And Barney starts the night with a strikeout. So here's the shortstop, Malvin Nunez. Willie Salas not in the lineup here tonight. Tonight, we're the only game going on this special Monday night game. The first pitch to Nunez is outside from Barnice, ball 1. Malvin Nunez in his 34th game of the year. He takes down low. 2 balls and no strikes the count. Salas, who's played in all but 3 games, the regular shortstop, is available off the bench tonight. And Barnice deals in strike 1 to Nunez. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Nunez, left-handed hitter, batting at .213, does not have a home run. Here's the 2-1 from Barnice, and he misses outside the fastball, a little too much run. So he kept running away from Nunez, and the count is 3-1. So Barnice, a lot of pitches here early in the first two batters of the game. Here's the 3-1, and Nunez pops it up, foul territory, and out of play down the left field line. Barnice this year, a lot of long starts for him, but the pitch count can be a factor for him, and as his payoff pitch is coming to Nunez, it's swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts for Nick Barnice to open the ball game. 2 away, and Josh Montalongo will stand in. Montalongo, right-handed hitting first baseman. After a pair of quick strikeouts from Nick Barnice. He goes over the head. His first pitch to Montalongo, right there for strike one. Two and 0 in 3 starts is Barnice against the Silverados this year. Here he is on 0-1 to Josh Montalongo. The breaking ball is called a strike at the knees. In 18 innings, allowed just 5 runs, all earned on 11 hits. He struck out 25 and walked 5. That's against Napa only this year for Barnice. His 0-2 pitch to Montalongo, swung on and missed, and Barnice strikes out the side here in the first. We'll go to the home half of the inning. The Stomper lineup coming up. Gotta, Hibbert,
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Nick Barnice strikes out this side in the top of the first inning, and so we go to the bottom of the first, and here's the lineup. As announced by manager Zach Payson, presented by Sotheby's International Realty. Nick Gatto will lead things off at second base. Matt Hibbert will hit second and center. Jacob Barfield will bat third and left, and Brent Gillespie will be the cleanup man over at first base. Miles Williams is in right field hitting fifth. Nick Kern is at third batting sixth. Pedro Barrios to the DH will hit seventh, with Bronson Butcher hitting eighth and doing the catching. And Rayson Romero rounds out the lineup, batting ninth against left-hander Elvin Liriano. In his eighth game, just his first start of the season, he's 1-0 with an ERA of an even 10. The left-hander on the hill works out of the stretch. His first pitch to Nick Gatta is a fastball for strike one on the outside corner. High strikeout numbers and high walk numbers for Liriano. In 9 innings, he's allowed 12 runs, 10 earned, 9 hits, 15 strikeouts, and 15 walks. His 0-1 pitch to Gatta is Right on the outside corner for strike two, so way ahead of Nick Gatta, 0-2 to open the ball game. Man that leads the league in average and on base percentage. Left-handed hitting second baseman. Rarely do you see him in a hole 0-2. The discipline pristine at the plate for Gatta. The 0-2 pitch, he fouls it out of play down the left field line. So many times we've seen Gatta go 0-2 to 2-2, 3-2 with the eye that he possesses at the plate. Does have 4 home runs and 25 runs batted in. He left the ballpark yesterday. Part of that record-setting afternoon. The other way, no doubt. Here's the 0-2 from Liriano, and Gatta fouls it out of play again. 21-8 was the final from yesterday's game. A Stomper franchise record 21 runs. 3-hour and 44-minute ball game yesterday against the Salina Stockade. And we open the new week here. A rare Monday night game. Just one of 2 this season. Liriano's 0-2 pitch to Nick Gatta, breaking ball, and Gatta takes outside and low. 1-2 the count on Gatta, who's reached in 42 of 44 games that he's played in this year. Leads the league with 60 walks in those 44 games. The count's 1-2 after a couple of foul balls to Nick Gatta. Keeping the at-bat alive against Liriano, the 1-2 pitch. And Gatta lines it to left center field. That'll split the gap, and that'll get down and roll all the way to the wall for extra bases. Gatta will hold at second. A leadoff double opens the ball game for Nick Gatta. 9th double of the season for Gatta. He goes the other way to left center field. And right away, a man in scoring position, and the Stompers have a chance to get on the board first. Matt Hibbert will stand in. Taking over center field after the promotion of Dondre Hubbard. This will be the 7th game for Hibbert, so a full week's worth of games for the speedster, hitting .261 and on base of .433 in those 6 games. Bethencourt even with the bag at third. Hibbert, the right-handed hitter, and the first pitch from Liriano is high and tight for ball 1. Stompers who have won 4 straight, and during that 4-game win streak, hitting .342 as a club, an on-base percentage of .559 in the 4-game stretch. Hibbert's been a big part of that. The 1-0 from Liriano is taken inside ball 2. Man in scoring position here. .311 the average during those 4 games with men at second or third for the Stompers. 2 balls and no strikes to count on Matt Hibbert. Gotta split the left center field gap with a double to open the bottom of the first. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hibbert takes a big swing and comes up empty, and the count moves to 2-1. Hibbert in 6 games, 1 for 7. With men at scoring position. Straightaway defensively for Hibbert. Liriano, the left-hander, looking into his catcher, Nico Tony. Now set, he looks to Gatta at second. Second look back and a long pause, and Matt Hibbert awaits the 2-1 pitch, and he fouls it out of play down the right field line. Liriano taking his time, surprised not to see Hibbert call time there. Two balls and 2 strikes to count on Matt Hibbert, trying to get the base runner over to third now. Make it a productive AB. No score, bottom of the first inning. Gatta stands out at second. Big lead. Here comes the 2-2, and Hibbert, a check swing roller up the third baseline. And he stays alive, 2-2. Still 2-2 on Matt Hibbert, right-handed hitter. Jacob Barfield is on deck, earning himself the 3rd spot in the lineup here tonight. Liriano, the left-hander, looks out to second base. Gatta leads. Here comes the 2-2 once again, and Hibbert takes outside, and the count is full. Seventh pitch coming to Hibbert here in the at-bat. Barnisu Struck out the side. Needed only 15 pitches to do so. The stretch from Liriano. Now the 3-2. That's low, and it gets past Tony all the way to the screen. It's a walk for Matt Hibbert. Gata moves up to third on the ball in the dirt. Runners at the corners and nobody out for Jacob Barfield. Early chance for Barfield, who went deep yesterday as well. 1 of 6 home runs that the Stompers hit. 9 home runs in the game overall yesterday. 6 for the Stompers and, of course, 3 for the Salina Stockade. So, runners at the corners early in this ball game, and now Tito Fuentes Jr. is going to come out to the mound. Today, game 7 in a row for the Stompers. Tomorrow will mark number 8, and we are on the road in Vallejo. A 6:35 first pitch against the Admirals before an off day on Wednesday, and for the Stompers, a much-needed off day after they will have played 8 ball games in a row. And they were home Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night here at Palooza Park in Arnold Field before hitting the road again in Vallejo. This coming Sunday, mound visit is over. Poteet goes out and breaks it up. Defensively for Napa, it's Anderson in left, Jackson in center, Bird in right. Bethencourt and Nunez on the left side. Connors and Montalongo on the right side with Nico Tony behind the plate. So here's Jacob Barfield coming back up. 255 average for Barfield, tied for third in the league with 13 home runs. He's driven in 28 on the season and an early RBI opportunity for him here. Liriano, the left-hander, with Gata at third and Hibbert over at first after the walk. A first pitch to Jacob Barfield. He takes a fastball at the knees for strike 1. Liriano, high strikeout, high walk numbers. Seen a walk here in this first. The 0-1. Barfield fouls it straight back to the screen, 0-2. Strikeout situation for Liriano, with big Brent Gillespie on deck. Gillespie, the hottest hitter in the lineup over the last month, really. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Liriano, the left-hander, home with an 0-2, and Jacob Barfield takes down in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 on Barfield. Gata at third. Hibbert at first base, and now Barfield will call time as Liriano comes set. Matt Hibbert with plenty of speed at first base, 5 stolen bases in the first 6 games for him. Could possibly take off to stay out of a potential double play here. And a 1-2 count to Jacob Barfield. Liriano looks over toward first. Now delivers home, and Barfield takes in the dirt. That skips past Tony. Here comes Gata, and the Stompers are going to take a 1-0 lead. Pitch was taken in the dirt. A wild pitch. The Stompers are on the board first. And Barfield trying to take advantage and add on. In a 2-2 count, still nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. Lightening the load for Barfield a little bit now. Liriano from the stretch, set right across from the chest. He looks to Hibbert out at second, now delivers the 2-2, and Barfield hits a sky-high pop-up on the left side of the infield. Bethencourt at third base into foul territory. He reaches up above the head and makes the catch. Barfield pops out for the first out of the inning, and now Brent Gillespie's going to come up. Gillespie's reached in every game he's played with the Stompers this year, all 27. .330 average in those 27 games with 9 home runs and 34 runs batted in. Just think about that. In 27 games, 34 RBIs, and he's also scored 27 times. There goes Hibbert on the first pitch. Gillespie takes outside, and Matt Hibbert has stolen third. The pitch was taken for a ball. Gillespie ahead in the count 1-0, and Matt Hibbert has his 6th stolen base in 7 games. 1-0 the count on Gillespie. Third baseman Bethencourt pulled in now. The pitch is taken low. Stompers taking advantage on the base paths here in the first, and now have another run just 90 feet away. Bethencourt pulled in. Nunez, the shortstop, playing up the middle. Right side of the infield is deep. Liriano's 2-0 delivery, and Gillespie punches one softly on the ground to short. Nunez will field. He'll throw to first. So Gillespie's retired, but a run does come in. It's an RBI ground out for Brent Gillespie. Stompers lead it 2-0. And for Gillespie, that RBI his 35th, and now has driven in an RBI in 11 straight games. Base is empty and 2 out. Miles Williams, who went deep twice yesterday, his first multi-home run game of the season. He'll bat with the base is empty and 2 out. Liriano's first pitch, and Williams takes down low, 1 ball and no strikes. An early lead, something that the Stompers, as of late, really haven't been able to enjoy. The 1-0, and Williams hits a high fly ball to left, not very deep. Back is the shortstop Nunez on the outfield grass. He's calling for it, and he'll make the catch. Stompers score twice here in the bottom of the first inning. Gana scores on a wild pitch. Brent Gillespie drives in a run on the ground out. It's 2-0. We go to the second. Middle third of the order coming up against Nick Barnese.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Nico Tony leads us off in the top of the second inning against Nick Barnese. His first pitch, a called strike on the outside corner in the count. There's 0-1. Struck out the side in the first. He'll face Tony, Bethencourt, and Anderson here in the second, and he deals strike 2 on the outside corner. Back-to-back fastballs for Nick Barnese. He was ahead of Tony, 0-2. Maybe go with the breaking ball. We've seen it once tonight already. The 0-2 is hit in the air to right. Williams comes on. He makes the catch. Quickly 1 out. Did go with the breaking ball there. It hung up a little bit. Tony able to put a piece on it to protect 2-strike swing and just punch it into the air. And it hung up for Williams. 1 out. Here is Dominic Bethencourt. 240 average for Bethencourt, the third baseman, with 3 home runs and 16 runs batted in. Defensively for the Stompers, it's Barfield in left, Hibbert in center. Williams, who just made that catch, is over in right field. Barnice's first pitch. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Kern Romero on the left side, Ghana Gillespie on the right side, Butcher behind the plate. Kern's 4th start at third base this year, and you had to find somewhere to put him in the lineup. The 0-1, a breaking ball, swung on and missed. Why do you say that? Kern yesterday had a 5 RBI day in the 8th inning alone. 3-run home run and a 2-run single in the 8th inning for Kern. Way ahead of Bethencourt, 0-2. Barnice downhill over the head, and he misses high with a fastball. 1-2 strikes the count. Back-to-back games for Nick Kern with a home run. So he gets to start at third tonight with Barrios, the DH. The 1-2 from Barnice, and Bethencourt skies it out of play down the right field line. Still 1-2. Tony opened the inning with a fly ball to right. And Barnice, who's gone to the fastball twice against Bethencourt, has a tremendous curveball. He lifts the leg, the 1-2. Shot down the right field line, out of play again. We've seen the curveball once here in the at-bat. The other 4 fastballs. Barnice has a good fastball, not throwing the hardest we've seen him throw here tonight. We've seen him touch 97. He's 93 right now. 1-2 the count on Bethencourt. Jordan Anderson on deck. Barnice goes over the head, lifts the leg, the 1-2. Curveball outside, 2-2. Changing the eye level of Bethencourt after 2 fastballs up in the zone. Went with the curveball down. May elevate here to continue to change the eye level. Here's the 2-2. And that breaking ball misses outside. Went back to the curveball on 2-2. Missed a little bit low. Bethencourt started the swing, but then he was able to hold it up. So the third full count against Barnice in the ball game belongs to Dominic Bethencourt with nobody on and 1 out. The payoff pitch, high with a fastball, and the first base runner for Napa is a walk allowed by Nick Barnice. Last time Barnice started against the Silverados was on the 23rd of July. Did not get a decision. Went 6 innings, allowed 2 runs on 2 hits, and had a season-high 11 strikeouts. Bethencourt leads from first. Jordan Anderson's the hitter, and Barnice's first pitch to Anderson misses down low for ball 1. After retiring the first 4 hitters, a walk, and now Barnice misses badly for ball 1. Pinching for the double play, Gata at second base. Kern's even with the bag at third. Here's the 1-0, and Anderson takes it way inside, ball 2. After impeccable control in the first inning for Barnice, striking out this side, he's fallen behind Anderson. 2 balls and no strikes, a .224 hitter. Batting from the right side, here's the 2-0. He taps it softly on the ground to third. Kern will scoop it up. The only play will be to first, and he throws him out. Moving up to second, Dominic Bethencourt. 2 out, and here's Dakota Connors. So Kern's at third base tonight after Chris Quitzer had started 13 straight over at third, giving him a day off here today. Quitzer and DeAngelis, the 2 lefties, getting the day off, and Molinari, who caught 200 pitches yesterday, gets the night off. And really well-warranted night off for Molinari after catching a near 4-hour game yesterday. There were nearly 430 pitches in yesterday's game total. Man, that's second and 2 out for Dakota Connors, and Barnice starts him with a fastball, and he fouls it straight back. Connors hitting at 280. Doesn't have a home run. He's driven in 14. Barnice trying to strand the walk out at second base. Stompers lead at 2-0 in the top of the second. Straight away defensively against Connors, the right-handed hitter. Barnice out of the stretch, set at the belt. Here's the 0-1. That curveball stays high. First one we've seen slip out of the hand of Barnice. All the others have been good strikeout pitches, good waist pitches down below the knees. That one just floated out of the hand and stayed above the letters. 1-1 the count on Connors. The pitch into center field. Softly, Hibbert comes on. That's going to fall for a base hit. Being waved around third. Bethencourt. Here's the throw on one hop. It's late. RBI double for Dakota Connors. Napa's on the board. It's 1-0. Matt Hibbert coming in on the ball in center. Put on the brakes at the very last second. Played it on one hop, made a strong throw to the plate, and it just took a short hop on Bronson Butcher and skipped past him. So Napa's on the board. The first hit of the ball game for the Silverados, an RBI double for Dakota Connors. He now has 15 runs batted in. Here's Nick Olch, the designated hitter, and now with a base hit, he could tie the game. Olch, the DH, left-handed hitter. Barnice looking into Butcher after being in a groove for the first four hitters he faced. Slowed the pace down. The first pitch to Olch hit into left center field. That's slicing toward the gap. Barfield goes back. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Napa scores once on the Dakota Connors RBI double to center. It's a one-run game. Stompers lead at 2-1. We go to the bottom of the second. Kern, Barrios, and Butcher coming up.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Nick Kern starts off the Stomper half of the second. He'll be followed by Barrios and Butcher against the left-hander Elvin Liriano. Kern batting at .289. Right-handed hitter playing third base here tonight, and the first pitch from Liriano is above the letters. 1 ball and no strikes. Napa gets a run in the top half on the Connors RBI double to center. Now just a one-run game here in the second. The 1-0 from Liriano, and Kern pops it out of play. Straight back off to our right. The count is 1-1. 2 consecutive games with a home run for Nick Kern yesterday, one of the furthest we've ever seen here. Here's the 1-1. It's outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. He hit it to left, and beyond the left field wall there's a set of bleachers and then some redwood trees and then a building, and it either went on top of or hit that building. We think. Nobody ever saw it come down. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and he takes a big hack and a fastball down low, and it comes up empty. The count is 2-2. Only game in action here tonight. Special Monday night edition of Stompers Baseball here on Sonoma TV and on the Stompers Radio Network. We're glad you're with us. And a 2-1 ball game in the second. The 2-2 pitch. High, and the count is full. You knew coming in that the Strikeout numbers and walk numbers were high for Elvin Liriano. Is just which groove is he going to settle into in his first start of the season? Full count on Nick Kern. Pedro Barrios waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch from the left-hander, and that's low, ball 4. So Kern just sees that on-base percentage continue to climb. He came in at .400. He works a leadoff walk, and now the DH Pedro Barrios will bat. We haven't seen the speed from Kern this year, not stealing bases. We have when he's on the base paths, taking an extra base. We saw it the other day, going from first to third on a hit to right. But he does run very well, the kid from Brea. Now it's the Venezuelan infielder Pedro Barrios. First pitch from Liriano, very high. Tony has to stand up out of the crouch. 1 ball and no strikes. Barrios with a .248 average, but he's reached in 24 straight games. Seems like everybody on this team has some sort of streak going of some regard. There goes Kern. The pitch is inside. Kern's going to have a stolen base. It hit off the glove of Nico Tony, resulting in no throw. Tony could not catch it cleanly, but Kern does have his first stolen base of the season. The count is 2-0 on Pedro Barrios. Barrios, all 22 of his RBIs with men in scoring position this year. Stompers trying to extend the lead here in the second. Bethencourt at third base is even with the bag. Montelongo off the line over at first. Liriano's 2-0 pitch coming. After a long pause, here it is, and Barrios takes inside, ball 3. Three balls and no strikes on Barrios, right-handed hitter at the plate. Playing in medium depth in the outfield. Sean Jackson in center field is straight away, but not all that deep. Here's the 3-0, and Barrios takes strike 1 in the outside corner, taking all the way. Three and 1 the count. Kern could score on a base hit from Barrios. With the speed that he possesses, the 3-1 pitch is low, and back-to-back walks have opened this bottom of the second inning. So here's Bronson Butcher. Right-handed hitting catcher coming to the plate. First and second, nobody out. Butcher stands in. Liriano's first pitch, and Butcher takes strike 1, a fastball with a little bit of two-seam movement. No balls and 1 strike the count on Bronson Butcher, hitting at .224. He's driven in 12, the 0-1. Checks his swing, and it hits off the knob of the bat. Shoots it foul, and the count's 0-2. Those are the most frustrating as a hitter. Pitch bearing in on your hands. You start the swing, of course. Try to pull it back, and it hits right off the knob of the bat. Butcher frustrated. Now he'll climb back in an 0-2 count with first and second, nobody out. Trying to move the runners over at least. Liriano at the belt. Kern takes a big secondary lead off of second base, and now that forces Liriano to step off. Kern toying with him after already stealing a base here this inning. Took a huge secondary lead, leaped almost toward third base before Liriano stepped off. A lot of speed on the bases. The 0-2 pitch. Butcher down on strikes. First strikeout of the ball game for Elvin Liriano. He went with a fastball in the inner half to Bronson Butcher. So 1 away. Racing Romero is coming up. Talking about it every night. Romero's average below the Mendoza line at 194, but the .427 on base percentage. He had a couple of hits yesterday, including a base hit and a double. He was on base 3 times in yesterday's ball game, was Racing Romero. An RBI opportunity here for him in the second. Liriano's first pitch is very high, and Tony Able to get it in the webbing of the glove as he reaches straight up. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Romero's driven in 7 on the season. Three for 24 with runners in scoring position on the year for Rayson Romero. Here's the 1-0, and that's high, 2-0. Liriano struggling to find a groove in the first 2 innings. Longest outing of the year for him, 2 innings. Kern with a big lead out at second. An inside move from Liriano as he walks back toward the second base bag. Kern's really occupying Liriano on the hill, which could result in the lack of command on the pitches coming to the plate. Always have that thought in the back of your head, well, is he going to take off? While you're trying to deliver a strike, a huge lead, and Kern does not go. Romero takes low ball 3. He was halfway down the baseline, thought about it, got a jump about a second and a half too late, and Kern smartly held up the left arm and, as if to say, stop to Pedro Barrios over at first. The two, of course, Barrios going off of Kern. If he were to take off, Barrios would follow. And Kern had everybody, including Barrios, thinking he was going to take third base there. He did not. The count is 3-0. Here's the pitch from Liriano to Rayson Romero, and he's walked the bases loaded. Right-hander is up in the Napa bullpen. And here comes Nick Gatta, who doubled off of Liriano to open the bottom half of the first inning. So no visit yet from Tito Fuentes Jr., the Napa skipper. He's on the top step of the dugout, but he won't come out. Bases loaded, Kern at third base, Barrios at second, Romero at first. 3 walks in the inning, a strikeout, the only out. And now here comes the first pitch to Nick Gatta. On the inside corner, a fastball for strike 1 from Melvin Liriano. Gatta fell behind 0-2 before fouling off 2 pitches and doubling on a 1-2 strike count to left center field. Bethencourt and Montalongo in at the corners. Middle infielder is playing for a double play. The 0-1 pitch is high and tight, and Gatta has to back down out of the way. 1-1 on Nick Gatta. 375 for Gatta with men in scoring position. That's just 2 points higher than his 373 overall average. Here comes Liriano's 1-1. Inside and low to Gatta toward that back foot. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Gatta, the toughest guy to get out in the league. Third time these two teams have played in the last 5 days. Here on this Monday night, an overcast, humid night. The 2-1 pitch. Low ball 3. Likely see a visit from Fuentes if Liriano loses Gatta here. Three balls and a strike. Gatta, who's driven in 25 on the year. Ahead in the count, 3-1, Liriano's pitch. Ball 4, that drives in a run, and it's 3-1 Stompers. Liriano yet to find the strike zone near in the ball game consistently. Gatta's 26th run batted in. Scores Kern from third. Everybody moves up, and now Matt Hibbert is coming to the plate. And here comes Nap out of the dugout to come talk to Melvin Liriano. Once again, we're the only game going tonight, the rare Monday night game. We have one later this year, the very last game of this regular season. That'll be on Monday, August 26th. That's a makeup game if you remember the game here that the Stompers had scheduled against the Vallejo Admirals, in which no game was played in a home run derby instead due to excess water on the field. That game rescheduled for Monday night, the last regular season game of the year. So the visit's over. Poteet goes out and breaks it up. Matt Hibbert who has just 1 RBI on the year in 6 games. The chance to put the Stompers down in front even more here in the second inning, leading 3-1. Hibbert walked and scored in the first inning. Liriano's first pitch on the outside corner to Hibbert for strike 1. 3 walks, make that 4 walks and a strikeout in the inning for Liriano, totaling 5 walks in the ballgame. His 0-1 delivery to Hibbert. High and away with a fastball tailing high and outside. There's a lot of movement for Liriano. Just trying to control the lightning in his own arm. Right-hander up in the Napa pen. Barney's getting a long rest here in the second. The 1-1 pitch coming to Hibbert. He hits a sky-high pop-up in short right field. Justin Bird coming in. He makes the catch. Barrios bluffs the tag from third. He'll go back. So Hibbert is out number 2. Now it's up to Jacob Barfield. The base is loaded. So far, the Stompers only able to drive in 1 run. They got a walk. And now Jacob Barfield, who popped up to third base in foul territory his first time against Liriano, will bat. Barfield with 13 home runs, 1 yesterday, 1 of 6 that the Stompers hit in the game. Bases loaded and 2 out. The first pitch coming to Jacob Barfield. Oh, up near the chin. Barfield somehow gets out of the way. Little chin music from Elvin Liriano. But, boy, Barfield just lucky, really. Of course, Liriano not thrown at him by any means. He's just very erratic in the first 2 innings. The 1-0. Barfield pops it up. To third base again this time. Bethencourt in on the infield grass. He makes the catch. The inning is over. The Stompers score once on the Gata RBI walk. We'll go to the third inning. It's the Stompers 3, the Silverados 1.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
1-2 against Nick Barnice, the right-hander who allowed a run in the second on the double, but that is all. And Jackson lines it softly into left field. Barfield coming on. That'll fall in front. Sean Jackson has a leadoff single here in the third.
Right fielder Justin Bird. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome members of the Blair Admirals here to join the game.
Jackson's at first base. Lineup flips over for Justin Bird, who has done nothing but hit and produce against the Stompers this year. Struck out his first time against Nick Barnice, who has 3 strikeouts in the game. He struck out the side in the first. 3-1 our score, and Kern's going to play with his toes on the grass at third, with Gillespie holding on the runner at first. Barnice out of the stretch, his first pitch, and Bird pops it out of play down the left field line. The count is 0-1. They're going to pinch up the middle. Romero and Gata at short and second. Barfield in left. No chance to get to that ball, really. Hit softly off the bat of Jackson, slicing toward him and making his 7th start in left field this year. The 0-1, and Bird squares around, pops it up, hits off the tip of Barnice's glove. He's going to throw to second to get the force out. Justin Bird's going to reach on a fielder's choice. Barnice, who had all the time in the world after Bird popped up the bunt, initially looked at first base. If he would have thrown to first, they would have had Bird retired and then had Jackson in a rundown. Instead, Barnice goes with the sure out at second. Now, Barnice knows it, though, with the smile on his face, kind of looking in toward the dugout, thinking, maybe I should have just tossed to Gillespie there and let him get Jackson in a rundown. At any rate, there's still a runner at first, and the count is 0-1, and Malvin Nunez rolls a foul ball softly up the first baseline. The Birds on first with the fielder's choice. Jackson retired. Bird popped the bunt up, and Barnice, falling off the hill, made an athletic attempt to try and get it. Bird takes off. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw down to second base, and they nailed him. What a throw by Bronson Butcher to get Justin Bird at second base. Right on the money. Right on the bag was the throw. Romero was there in time. So 2 away and the bases are empty. No balls and 2 strikes to count on Malvin Nunez, the left-handed hitter. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Barnice is way ahead of him. Right-hander downhill on 0-2, and the curveball is outside for ball 1. So Jackson singled. He raced on the force out when Bird reached on the fielder's choice, and then Bird thrown out trying to steal second. 2 out. Here's the 1-2. On the ground to second. Nick Gata has to back up on it. Now he drops it. It's going to be an error by Gata out at second base, allowing Nunez to reach. And in between hop, Gata came in on it, and then right when it got to the dirt after bouncing on the grass, it skipped. Picked up a little bit of speed, it looked like, and Gata had to back up. It handcuffed him. It fell straight down. And with Nunez's speed coming out of the left-handed batter's box, he'll reach on the error. First error of the ball game for either side. And now here's Josh Montalongo. So you extend the inning for Montalongo, who has 15 home runs. Plenty of power at the plate. Barnice starts him, and Montalongo fouls it out of play. Down the right field line, the count is 0-1. Montalongo's done it against the Stompers earlier this season, hitting a home run off of, at the time, who was one of the better relievers in the bullpen, Connor Liedholm, late in the game in the 8th inning to give Napa a lead. Liedholm, of course, promoted since then. Montalongo still here in an 0-1 count against Barnice. He misses outside, ball 1. So all 3 have reached against Barnice. He's gotten some help from his defense, including himself on the mound. 1 ball and 1 strike on Montalongo. Batting at .304. Nunez is at first. He runs well. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball inside to Montalongo, 2-1. Montalongo bailed out of the batter's box thinking it was going to hit him. It snapped over, but not enough to come back to the strike zone for Barnice. Nick looks over the shoulder at first. Gillespie holds him on the 2-1, and Montalongo ropes it foul down the left field line. Two balls, 2 strikes on Montalongo, and we might see the curveball here from Barnice. That put-away curveball. The one that he starts toward the outer half and low in the zone, and it just breaks away down into the dirt and disappears. It's a good one when he throws it well. Seen a couple of the last curveballs from Barnes float out of the hand and stay up in the strike zone. You don't want to do that to Montalonga, who's a very good high ball hitter. Got us up the middle at second. Still on the second base side. The 2-2 from Barnes. Swung on and missed strike three through the fastball by him. 4 strikeouts for Nick Barnes. Will go to the home half of the third. Stompers lead 3-1.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Brent Gillespie leads off the Stomper half of the third inning. The 4, 5, 6 spots coming up. Gillespie drove in a run on a ground out. His first time up. Facing the left-hander Elvin Liriano, so it's going to be a little bit of a tougher at bat, especially Liriano, who's walked 5 guys here today. But he does have pretty good stuff when you look at it as he deals strike 1 to Brent Gillespie. Sean Jackson in center field is pulled over toward the pole gap in right center. The 0-1. Into right. Back on it goes Bird at the track. See you later. Brent Gillespie's 10th home run. And it's 4-1 Stompers. Kept it fair down the right field line by a couple of feet. Gillespie's 10th in 28 games, and he is the hottest man on the planet right now. Second RBI of the game for Gillespie. That home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one at Epicenter. So make that 12 home runs in the last 4 games for the Stompers as Miles Williams stands in, and first pitch from Elvin Liriano is taken high for ball 1. So forget the left-on-left tough matchup for Gillespie. He made it look easy. The solo home run down the right field line. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and Williams lifts the hands and takes inside ball 2. Two balls, no strikes on Miles Williams. The pitch from Liriano is taken high and in for ball 3. Fourth game in a row with a home run for Brent Gillespie as Williams takes a 4-pitch walk here in the third. 4 straight with a home run, 11 straight with an RBI. For Brent Gillespie, it's just unearth-like numbers for him. And there comes Billy Philo, the Napa pitching coach, out of the dugout. It's just the numbers have been godlike for Brent Gillespie. Word is that somebody just saw Nick Kern's home run land a couple of minutes ago from yesterday. That'll do it for Elvin Liriano. Sources say it just landed. A new right-hander's coming in for Napa. This pitching change brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. We'll have that for you when we come back.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
First base and nobody out. Nick Kern is going to be the hitter to face Devontae Glenn, the 6'4" right-hander from Union, South Carolina. He enters in his 15th appearance with a 6.48 ERA. In 16 2/3, he's allowed 14 runs, 12 earned on 18 hits, 11 strikeouts and 10 walks for Devontae Glenn in relief of Elvin Liriano. The runner at first belongs to Liriano. That's Miles Williams, a 4-pitch walk after the Brent Gillespie solo home run to right. 4-1 Stompers in the bottom of the third inning. Nick Kern walked and scored in the second. Stands in against Glenn. Williams leads from first on a sticky night here in Sonoma. First pitch to Nick Kern. Misses low. Fastball from Devontae Glenn. The count is 1-0. Don't really expect the ball to fly with the humidity here tonight. 81 degrees and 50% humidity at game time. And with no breeze whatsoever, it's still and thick here tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Kern rolls it foul over the top of the Napa dugout. The count evens at 1-1. Early bullpen action for Napa tonight. Liriano goes 2 innings. The line isn't yet shut on him. His longest outing of the year, 2 innings, that ties it. The 1-1. Kern hits it in the air to right center field, and Bird in right camps underneath it. He makes the catch for the first out. Season high 7 walks for Liriano in the ball game tonight. and he's responsible for Williams at first. Here's Pedro Barrios. Barrios walked in and was stranded at third. Back in the second inning. Glenn, the right-hander at 6'4", working from the stretch with a man at first and one out. His first pitch, high and in on Barrios, 1 ball and no strikes. One ball, no strikes. Connors at second, a couple of steps up toward the middle. Nunez in his normal spot at short. Bethencourt 2 steps behind the bag at third. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Barrios, and he hits it on the ground to third. A foot foul wide of the third base bag. Bethencourt over there trying to field it. It got by him, but the ball did roll into foul territory, so the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Pedro Barrios. In the bottom of the third inning in a 4-1 Stomper lead. Two straight wins against Napa, breaking a 3-game losing streak to the Silverados at one point here this year. Williams goes. The 1-1 pitch is taken inside. The throw down to second base is late. Miles Williams steals second base, his 4th stolen base of the year. He's in scoring position with 1 out. Pitch was taken inside from Barrios. So the count is 2-1. Still just 1 out in the inning. Williams showcasing the wheels. He can run when he wants to. Pulls that out of the bag of tricks. He leads from second base, 1 out, 2-1 the count on Barrios. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. A lot of pitches missing from Napa. They've missed high in the strike zone. Not many swing and miss pitches down low. Glenn, second man he's faced, he got Kern to fly to right. He's at the belt. He looks to second. The 3-1 pitch. Barrios lines it into left field for a base hit. Williams being held at third. The throw is cut off by Bethencourt. Pedro Barrios has a 1-out single. The Stompers have him at the corners for Bronson Butcher. Butcher hit with men in scoring position. His first time up, he struck out on 3 pitches. That was against Elvin Liriano. First time he'll face Glenn here in the ball game. Williams at third, Barrios at first after the ringing single to left. Butcher, the right-handed hitter, has a wide-open stance, hands high. Spinning a throw back to first, and Barrios is back standing up. You may see Barrios take off at some point in this at-bat, even though the Stompers don't run all that often. He does have 11 stolen bases on the season. He can run a little bit. Stompers have stolen 2 tonight. Here's the first pitch to Bronson Butcher, and he takes a fastball down below the knees. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Trying to take advantage any way they can tonight. Barrios a decent lead over at first. Glenn's 1-0 delivery. Butcher hits it on the ground left side. Bethencourt boots it. Run comes in to score. It's 5-3. Butcher's going to reach. And an error by Bethencourt over at third base. Butcher does get the RBI on the play, as the run would have come in whether he were thrown out or not. So an error by Dominic Bethencourt. Butcher has his 13th run batted in. Now Rayson Romero to the plate with first and second and 1 out. Stompers lead 5-1. Romero walked his first time up. That was against Elvin Liriano. Facing Devontae Glenn here. His first pitch, and Romero takes inside a fastball that just took off on Glenn. Romero walked on 4 pitches his first time. He hasn't seen a strike yet tonight. Once again, we're the only game going here tonight in the Pacific Association. Everybody else with the night off. In fact, we have some Admirals in the ballpark here tonight. The 1-0 to Romero is taken low for ball 2. Night off, let's go watch a ball game. Even though we'll play every other day this week. Carl Bryce, Ricky Gingras, a couple of the Admirals that are here tonight. A couple of more as well. 2 balls and no strikes on Romero. Barrios is at second with Butcher at first base. Devontae Glenn set at the belt, the right-hander on 2-0, and Romero hits it softly back up the middle. Nunez fields. He'll run over, step on the bag himself, and the throw to first in time. That ends the inning, a 6-3 double play. The Stompers do score twice on the Brent Gillespie solo home run. Bronson Butcher drives in a run. We'll go to the 4th inning with the Stompers leading 5-1.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Nico Tony leads off the 4th inning against Nick Barnice. A 5-1 Stomper lead. Barnice working out of the windup. His first pitch to Tony. He drops in a breaking ball. No balls and 1 strike the count on Tony. He flied to right. His first time up. He's 0 for 1 against Barnice in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch, another curveball. This one popped up. Brent Gillespie over near the first base bag on the right side of the infield squeezes it for the first out. So here's Dom Bethencourt. He owns the only walk against Barnice in the game here tonight. 4 strikeouts and a walk for Nick on the hill. Stompers scored twice in the bottom of the 3rd. Gillespie home run his 10th, and then the Bronson Butcher RBI when he reached on the error. First pitch, fastball at 95 at the knees. No balls and 1 strike to count on Bethencourt. Barnice on 0-1. Breaking ball snaps a little too high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody on, 1 out. Straight away in the outfield against Bethencourt. Deep all the way around the infield. Butcher puts down a sign, now sets the target, and Barnice fires on 1-1. He misses a little bit outside with a fastball there. 2-1 the count. Bethencourt, he does have 3 home runs and 16 runs batted in on the season. The 2-ball, 1-strike pitch, and Bethencourt fists it in the air to short right field. Nick Gata going out at second base on the run with his back to the infield. He makes the catch. Two quick outs on a couple of pop-ups for Barnice in the fourth. And here's Jordan Anderson. Barnice, who's been lights out against the Silverados this year. His first pitch, Anderson hits it in the air to right. That's carrying well back toward the wall, and that is gone. 7th home run of the season for Jordan Anderson. He goes the other way on a Barnice fastball. It's 5-2. After two quick outs in the inning, Anderson first pitch swinging over the right field wall, and it carried out of here. There's Dakota Connors, who drove in the first Napa run with a double back in the second inning. Barney's trying to shake off the solo home run to right. Still owns a 3-run lead. His first pitch to Connors, very high with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Reach back and try to put a little extra on that one there, and Barney's just let it go too high. In the 4th inning is 1-0. High above the letters, 2 balls and no strikes. Falling behind Connors, who's already doubled in the game. The 2-ball, no strike pitch is high and in. 3-0 on Dakota Connors, just 1 walk in the game for Barnice. There he is on 3-0. On the inside corner, called strike 1 by Dean Poteet. Barney's trying to come all the way back. His 3-1 pitch. On the ground is short. Romero scoops it up. He straightens up and fires to first, and Brent Gillespie with a nice stretch on the back half. Napa gets a run on the solo home run by Jordan Anderson, his 7th of the season. It's a 5-2 Stomper lead. We go to the bottom of the 4th.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Betancourt in at third base. His toes are on the infield grass, and the first pitch from Devontae Glenn is in the dirt to Nick Gatta. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Gatta a double. In the first, he came around to score, and then he drove in a run on a walk. The second inning, Devontae Glenn, the tall right-hander, goes out of the windup with nobody on and nobody out. His 1-0. That sails high and away to Gatta for ball 2. Do we dare start talking about the postseason here with Napa and Vallejo fighting for the 3-4 spots, and San Rafael 8 games behind, and Napa just 3 games out of second place? As Glenn, this is outside to Gatta, 3-0. A very tight race. Napa 3 games out of second. Vallejo 3.5 games out of second. Who's going to get the bye and not have to play the first game? The 3-0 pitch. Gatta takes right down the middle, strike 1. Very tight in the middle. San Rafael at 28-21, Napa 24-23, Vallejo 500 at 24-24. As Gatta hits it on the ground up the middle. Connor's at second, backhands the throw to first. In time to get him. Brings up the center fielder, Matt Hibbert. For the 5 teams 500 or above. Vallejo even 500. Napa 1 game above 500. San Rafael 7 games above 500. Matt Hibbert squares around and bunts the first pitch foul over toward the Stomper on deck circle. The Stompers 23 games above 500. 745 winning percentage is the highest in all of independent baseball. Atlantic League, American, Can-Am, Frontier, Pecos, Pacific Association. Hibbert takes low. Best winning percentage across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hibbert, the right-handed hitter. Glenn's 1-1. He fouls it away, 1-2. Hibbert's been on base. He walked, scored a run in the first inning. Then he hit a flying ball to Justin Bird and right. He's 0 for 1. And a 1-2 count here with nobody on and 1 out against Devontae Glenn, who agrees with Nico Tony. Here's the pitch. High on Hibbert, 2-2. Jackson in center is pulled over toward the left center field gap a couple of extra steps. The 2-2 to Hibbert. Low and the count is full. 3-2 with Jacob Barfield on deck. In the last of the 4th, Stompers 5, Silverados 2. Out of the windup comes Devontae Glenn. The payoff pitch to Matt Hibbert. High ball 4. Hibbert goes down to first. Jacob Barfield's coming up. Elvin Liriano tonight goes 2 innings, allows 5 runs, all earned on 2 hits. He walks 6 and strikes out 1. Hibbert at first base. He already has a stolen base in the ball game. With Barfield at the plate, the first pitch, and he hits it through the left side for a base hit. Past the diving Betancourt into left field, Jacob Barfield has his first hit of the night. Stompers at first and second for the hottest man on the planet, Brent Gillespie.
Now batting, first baseman and True Jet Barbershop home run hero, Brent Gillespie.
Gillespie, 2 RBIs, a solo home run, and an RBI ground out. 36 runs batted in 28 games. He's homered in 4 straight with a solo home run in the third. Swinging the hottest bat in this lineup as of late. The first pitch is high. That's saying something with the likes of which Nick Kern has been hitting, Miles Williams as of late. Gata, of course, leading the league in average. One ball and no strikes to count. Gillespie, the left-handed hitter. Glenn at the belt. Spinning a throw back to second base. And Nunez, who's playing right behind the bag, is there to make the catch. But Matt Hibbert's back in safely. Jackson in center is over toward the right center gap. They're deep on the right side of the infield. Bird is 4 steps in front of the wall and right. Nunez playing right behind Hibbert, leading from second. Big hole in the left side of the infield with Bethencourt even with the bag. The 1-0 pitch to Gillespie. Swung on and missed. Pulled the string. 1-1 the count on Brent Gillespie. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch from Glenn, and Gillespie fouls it into the glove of Nico Tony. 1 ball and 2 strikes. First and second, 1 out. In a 5-2 ball game. Gillespie behind 1-2. The pitch from Devontae Glenn. Swung on and missed. Gillespie's down on strikes for out number 2. Here's Miles Williams. Williams 0 for 1. He popped up to short. He walked and scored in the 3rd inning. Base hit needed to bring the run home now. First pitch. Inside on Williams, ball 1. The 1 ball, no strike pitch coming from Glenn to Williams, and he takes high, ball 2. Stompers have walked 7 times in the ballgame already, and we're here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hibbert at second. He's stolen third base once already in the game tonight. Barfield with a big lead at first. Glenn's 2-0. Williams smokes it to left for a base hit. Hibbert being waved around third. Now he's caught in between third and home, and he'll dive safely back to the third base bag. Zach Pace was waving him late. Hibbert didn't see it. The ball was hit so hard off the bat of Miles Williams. Figuring he'd just go station to station, they were going to test the arm of Anderson in left and try and add an insurance run. Instead, Hibbert held up. And here's Nick Kern. Kern's 0 for 1. He's flying to right and walked. Glenn works out of the windup, and he deals high and inside to Kern. 1 ball and no strike. Stompers 2 for 10 with men in scoring position tonight already. Nick Kern on the season is 7 for 14, a .500 average. The 1-0. And that hit him right on the elbow guard. Nick Kern drives in his 12th on a hit by pitch. Another run comes in to score. It's 6-2. Take him any way you can get him at this point. Kern didn't seem all that happy about it, but happy in the regard that he wanted to swing the bat. But he does get an RBI. Here's Barrios. Pedro's reached both times, a walk and a single. Glenn still out of the windup with the bases loaded and 2 out. First pitch coming to Pedro Barrios. On the inside corner with a tailing fastball for strike one. A 3-1 walk and then a 3-1 base hit for Barrios in the game. He's reached in 25 straight. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Fastball down in the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Glenn way ahead of Barrios. Here's the pitch, and he takes a little bit above the letters. Called ball 1, and the count moves to 1-2. Glenn, the 25-year-old from Union, South Carolina, trying to escape this inning, allowing just the 1 run that came in when he hit Nick Kern. The 1-2 pitch to Barrios. Top softly on the ground to third. Bethancourt fields in foul territory. It hit right by the third base bag, but about 6 inches foul. Barrios gets another chance on a very still, sticky night. We just checked, it's 75 degrees and 58% humidity. It's just really unheard of here. We don't get weather like this all that often. The 1-2 to Barrios again. In the dirt, and Tony somehow scoops it. Underhand scoop from Tony, moving to his right. 2-2. Now the sun is peeking out from behind our spotted clouds, putting some sunlight on the field. The 2-2 pitch, Barrios pops it out of play. The field has been dark pretty much the whole ball game, and now the sun deciding to peek out, show its face, and shine some light on this 6-2 Stomper lead in the fourth. 2-2 still on Barrios. The 7th pitch coming from Devontae Glenn. Right-hander out of the windup. Here's the pitch. And Barrios lines it back up the middle. Barfield's going to score. Here comes Williams. The throw to the plate is late. A 2-run single for Pedro Barrios, and it's 8-2. Barfield scored from third. Williams comes in from second. First and second and 2 out for Bronson Butcher. Barrios his 23rd and 24th RBIs. A 2-2 single to center, he drives in 2. And now another mound visit here in the fourth. Nobody up in the Napa bullpen, but now a left-hander's making his way down there. Whole infield in on this conversation. All 3 runs in the inning coming with 2 outs. Kern hit by a pitch to drive in his 12th, and Barrios has now driven in 24 with that 2-run single up the middle. So Bronson Butcher, who will bat, he's 0 for 2. He drove in a run in the 3rd inning when he reached on an error by the shortstop, make that the third baseman, Dominic Bethancourt. So the mound visit is over. 8-2 our score in the 4th inning, and the Stomper offense continues to put up crooked numbers here this week as we start the new week actually here today. 21 yesterday, a franchise record. And they've added 8 more here today and rolling the 4th with 2 out. First and second, 2 out for Bronson Butcher. Stands in against Devontae Glenn. Out of the stretch, the right-hander's first pitch, and Butcher hits it down the left field line, hooking foul by a couple of feet. Butcher missed his 3rd home run by a foot. down the left field line. The count is 0-1. Stompers who have homered 12 times in the last 4 games, this being the 4th, so that's including today. 0-1 the count. The pitch from Glenn. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Butcher trying to do it again. Way ahead of him, 0-2. Kern leading from second and Barrios from first. They've both driven in runs. Hit by pitch to Kern and the Barrios 2-run single. Devontae Glenn way ahead on 0-2. Kern takes a big lead out at second. Here's the pitch, and Butcher fouls the breaking ball back to the screen. Saw the breaking ball well out of the hand that time, and the better of the two was the first one that Glenn threw. Down in the zone, that one stayed up at the belt. Butcher's driven in 13 on the year with 2 home runs. 0 for 2 tonight. Glenn sent at the belt, the stretch. Here's his 0-2 again. Butcher checks his swing. They appeal out to second base. He did not go around. Says Gary Reinkelmeyer, our field umpire tonight, and the count moves to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. A left-hander's up in the Napa bullpen warming up. Kern with another big lead out at second. The 1-2. Breaking ball taken low by Butcher, and he's worked the count up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Butcher putting together a good at-bat here. There are a couple of breaking balls in a row from Devontae Glenn. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on in the 4th. The pitch. That is gone. Bronson Butcher to left. A 3-run shot. His 3rd. It's 11-2. A laser off the bat of Bronson Butcher. Never got above 20 feet off the ground. Down the left field line. The first one in the at-bat, the first pitch he saw, he hooked foul by a foot. Not this one. Here's Rayson Romero. Romero, the 9th stomper to bat in the inning. After the Butcher 3-run bomb down the left field line. 13th home run in the last 4 games. First pitch to Rayson Romero, and Glenn misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Six runs in the inning for the Stompers, all with 2 outs. Glenn's out of the windup, the 1-0. Right down the middle to Romero for strike 1. (11-2) in the 4th, the 1-1 pitch. Romero takes inside, ball 2. 6 runs all coming with 2 out. The Kern hit by pitch, the Barrios 2-run single, and then the Bronson Butcher 3-run home run. The 2-1. Inside to Romero, 3-1. Stompers hit around in yesterday's game 2 separate times. They did it in the 2nd inning when they scored 7, and they did it in the 8th inning when they scored 8. Glenn out of the windup on 3-1 to Rayson Romero. Here's the pitch. That's on the outside corner, and the count is full. Nick Gatta on deck. He led off the inning with a ground out to second. Payoff pitch coming from Glenn to Romero, and that's inside. He walked him. Second walk that Romero has worked tonight, so the Stompers have hit around here in the 4th inning. Nick Gatta back in the box. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk, and now here comes Napa out of the dugout. And they'll come get Devontae Glenn. Pitching change in the bottom of the fourth. We'll have it for you when we come back. Stompers lead 11-2.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Nick Gana will be the hitter with Racing Romero at first. He'll face the new left-hander. Andrew Fuentes is pitching change brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. Fuentes coming into his 13th game with a 6.19 ERA. The left-hander from Woodland, California at 6'4". First pitch is low to Nick Gana. The count is 1-0. In 20 1/3. 14 earned runs on 12 hits against Fuentes. He's 1-0. Gana tops it softly back up the middle. Connor's at second. Will field. He'll run over and step on the bag. That ends the inning. Stumper scores 6 times, all with 2 out. The Nick Kern hit by pitch. The Barrios 2-run single, and Bronson Butcher's 3rd home run of the year, a 3-run shot. We're through 4. It's the Stompers 11, the Silverados 2.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Nick Olch leads things off for Napa here in the top of the 5th inning against Nick Barnice, who deals a fastball inside on Olch. One ball and no strikes to count. 11-2. Stompers score 6 times, all with 2 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Barnese on 1-0, and the pitch is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nick Olch. He's 0 for 1, flying to left. Back in the 2nd inning. The left-handed hitter. Barnese's 60th pitch on 1-1, and Olch hammers it foul down the right field line and out of play. 2 runs for Napa, the Dakota Connors double in the 2nd, and then the Jordan Anderson home run in the 4th. Barnese had 1-2 on the left-handed Olch. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside a little bit. Fastball running away from Olch, inches off that corner, and the count evens at 2-2. Barnese's 2-2 pitch. Olch down on strike. Strikeout number 5 for Barnese in the ball game. His first strikeout since the 3rd inning. Nobody on and 1 out. Sean Jackson, who owns one of the 3 hits against Barnese in the ball game. A single to left his first time will come to bat. Left-handed hitter. Nobody on and 1 out. Barnese over the head the first pitch, and Jackson checks his swing and takes a called strike on the outside corner. Fastball from Barnese. He's been throwing it mid-90s here tonight. We've seen 95 already from the right-hander. Here's his 0-1. In the dirt, Butcher tries to backhand it and squirts away. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sean Jackson. Barnese struck out the side in the first, got a strikeout in the 3rd, opened this inning with a strikeout to Nick Olch. Here's his 1-1 delivery, and Jackson takes at the knees, called strike 2. Six men in the pen tonight for the Stompers, all right-handers. Barnese on 1-2 to Jackson. A breaking ball, and did it hit him in the foot? Jackson pointed down as if it hit him on the foot. Barnese gets a new baseball. Poteet said that it did not hit him on the foot. It was a back foot breaking ball, almost literally from Barnese. But it got all dirt. The count's even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Outside, and the count is full. Three and 2 with Justin Bird on deck. The payoff pitch. High and away, ball 4. It's only the 2nd walk allowed by Barnese in the ball game. Jackson's on base both times here tonight. So here's Justin Bird. He struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. He's 0 for 2. Left-handed hitter at the plate, a man at first and 1 out in the 5th. Barnese out of the stretch. His first pitch to Justin Bird is hit right back to Barnese on the hill. He'll throw to second for 1. Romero to first and a 1-6-3.
We would like to thank our community partners.
5th for Barnese. We're halfway home. It's the Stompers 11, Napa 2.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
In that fourth inning and got him to ground into a fielder's choice on just 2 pitches. He misses low to Hibbert here. 1 ball and no strikes. Devontae Glenn goes an inning and 2/3, allows 6 runs, all earned on 5 hits. He walks 2 and strikes out 1, and Fuentes gets a called strike at the knees on Matt Hibbert, and the count's even at 1-1. Hibbert's reached twice. He's 0 for 1. He flied to right. He's walked twice in the game and scored both times. 1-1 pitch, skips in the dirt, and that caught a piece of Nico Tony on the right leg. 2-1 the count. It's Hibbert, Barfield, Gillespie, 2, 3, 4 hitters. The bottom of the 5th inning. Fuentes, the left-hander, deals on 2-1, and Hibbert fouls it off at the plate. Two balls and 2 strikes on Hibbert to open this 5th. Again, we're the only game in the league tonight. Stompers trying to pick up a half a game. The 2-2 pitch is on the outside corner, and Hibbert's down on strikes looking. Tremendous curveball there from Andrew Fuentes, the left-hander, the first that we've seen from him. Top to bottom movement, 12-6 on the clock. He strikes out Hibbert looking. Barfield's 1 for 3. He popped up to third base twice, singled and scored in the 4th inning. First pitch from Fuentes. High to Barfield, 1 ball and no strikes. Stompers sent 10 men to the plate in the 4th inning, scored 6 times, all with 2 outs. The 1-0. Outside to Barfield, 2-0. The lead right now is at 8 in the league for the Stompers, trying to make it 8.5. And Barfield swings through a fastball, 2-1. But the race to watch is everybody in the middle. 3.5 games separate San Rafael in 2nd and Vallejo in 4th. The 2-1 pitch. Barfield fouls it back to the screen. The 2-2 pitch from Fuentes and Barfield, and did that hit him? It did hit him. Inside and low, the pitch to Barfield, and it got him. He'll go down to first on a hit by pitch. Trying his best to get out of the way, kicked the body out of the way, lost his balance, almost fell over, but not enough to get out of the way of the 2-2 pitch from Fuentes. So here's Brent Gillespie. 1 for 3 with a solo home run and RBI ground out. He'll face the left-hander Andrew Fuentes. The first pitch, high and tight on Gillespie up near that front right shoulder. He spins out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes to count. We haven't seen any command from any of the 3 Silverado pitchers here tonight. 1-0 the count. Gillespie, the left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch, and he's taking all the way. Didn't even lift the bat off the shoulder. Called a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. At this point, why not? Just take until you get a strike. Here's the 1-1. Inches off the inside corner, this time from Fuentes. Tried to go back to the same location and missed by a couple of inches. 2-1 the count. Left-hander working quickly. Here's the pitch. Gillespie swings through a high one. 2-2. A 2-ball, 2-strike pitch coming from Fuentes to Gillespie. That's high and the count is full. Gillespie just looks like he's taken all the way. I'll look for something to hit on this payoff pitch with Barfield at first and 1 out. There it is from Fuentes. Gillespie takes called strike 3 right down the middle, it looked like. Gillespie taken all the way on 3-2. Didn't think Fuentes could throw a strike. He did. So a man at first and 2 out for Miles Williams. First pitch. Line to left field for a base hit. Williams wastes no time collecting his second hit of the game. Nick Kern's going to come up. 0 for 1 in the game. He walked and scored, drove in a run on a hit by pitch, and then scored. Barfield's at second, Williams at first. After the 2-out single. A pair of strikeouts in the inning for Andrew Fuentes. And the lights are going to come on. Let there be light. 2 on, 2 out, Kern, the right-handed hitter. Here's the first pitch. Takes a strike on the outside corner. You're in the box like that and the lights come on. How do you not step out? Just boom. All of a sudden it's bright. The count is 0-1. Here's the pitch, and Kern takes at the knees. Strike 2. Kern behind 0-2 against Andrew Fuentes with men at first and second and 2 out. Here's the pitch. Way outside with a fastball, ball 1. Stompers scored in every inning so far. Trying to do it again here in the 5th. Kern with a chance to do it on this 1-2 pitch. It's on its way. Breaking ball floats high and away from Fuentes, 2-2. Kern has driven in 6 in the last 2 games, 5 yesterday. They all came in 1 inning. The 2-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. So Fuentes strikes out this side here in the 5th. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning. 2, 3, 4 spots due up for Napa. It's the Stompers 11, the Silverados 2.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Barnice will face the 2-3-4 spots for Napa here in the top of the 6th inning, and Malvin Nunez takes outside. 1 ball and no strikes. 2-3-4, Nunez, Montalongo, and Tony. Barnice's 1-0 pitch misses inside to Nunez. 2-0. That was pitch 71 for Barnice, so he's sitting pretty as far as the pitch count is concerned at 69 through 5. He's all right here tonight. 2-0 pitch is on the outside corner to Nunez. Stompers held off the board for the first time in the 5th inning. Scored at least 1 in each inning tonight except for the 5th. Here's the 2-1 to Nunez, and he fouls it back to the screen, 2-2. Nunez 0 for 2, a strikeout. He reached on an error. Straight away against him on defense. Barnice's 2-2 delivery. Shot down the left field line, slicing toward the line. That will land fair. Nunez around first. He's headed for second. The throw in from Jacob Barfield is offline. Brent Gillespie's there to back it up. Malvin Nunez, a leadoff double here in the 6th. Slicing line drive down the left field line for Nunez, his first hit. Now Josh Montalongo will bat. Pair of strikeouts for Montalongo. Barney's trying to hand him the hat trick here tonight. Strand that double out at second. Only the 4th hit Barnice has allowed in the ball game. Right-hander ready. His first pitch to Montalongo is tapped foul along third. Nico Tony in the on-deck circle makes the play on the foul ball from Montalongo. Overshift on Montalongo. Gata, the second baseman, is pulled over to the shortstop side. Throwback to second, and they nail Nunez. Gata, who was over on the shift, flashed the glove to Barnice. He raced in, covered the bag. Barnice threw back, and they pick off Malvin Nunez at second for the first out. The count is 0-1 on Josh Montalongo. The base is empty now with 1 out. Still the overshift, 3 men on the left side of the infield. The 0-1 breaking ball from Barnice snaps over the outside corner for strike 2. Brent Gillespie's all alone on the right side of the infield, the first baseman. Leadoff double erased. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that fastball is over everybody into the screen. Barnice, who's hit 97 twice tonight. The hard-throwing right-hander has Montalongo in a 1-2 count with 1 out in the 6th. Over the head, his 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Montalongo snaps the bat over the knee. The 3rd time he struck out tonight as Barnice hands him the hat trick. 6th strikeout in the ballgame. It takes a strong man to do that, by the way. Just snap the bat with ease. Montalongo definitely fits that category. Here's Nico Tony with nobody on and 2 out, and Barnice starts him with a fastball down low, and Barnice stumbles on the follow-through. The 1-ball, no-strike pitch to Nico Tony. Outside and low ball, 2. The double, he picked off Nunez at second. Strikes out Montalongo. Now he's fallen behind Tony 2-0. The pitch from Barnice. On the ground to third. Nick Kern fields the in-between hop, and he throws him out at first. Nice play over by Kern at third. So we'll go to the last of the sixth, the 1-2-3 inning for Barnice. Last third of the order for the Stompers in an 11-2 lead.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Pedro Barrios leads us off in the bottom of the sixth inning. 7, 8, 9, Barrios, Butcher, and Romero against Andrew Fuentes, the left-hander. He's allowed just one hit in an inning and a third so far. And his first pitch to Barrios is hit down the right field line. Over toward the line comes Justin Bird. He dives. He can't make the catch. It's off his glove. It rolls all the way to the sidewall. Barrios headed for third. The throw from Justin Bird is high. Barrios around third. The throw was wild, and the throw to the plate is late. Pedro Barrios, a triple, and he scores on the error by Bird in right, and it's 12-2. A triple for Barrios. Comes around the score on the high throw by Bird in right. That's his second triple of the season, and it's 12-2. What a start to this bottom of the sixth inning. Barrios triples down the right field line, and a strong throw from Bird. It just went over everybody. First pitch to Bronson Butcher from Andrew Fuentes is down low. One ball, no strikes the count. Butcher, the right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from Fuentes, and that catches the inside black. 1-1 on Bronson Butcher. 1 for 3 in the game, a 3-run home run. He's driven in 4. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Good fastball in the outside corner. Had Butcher reaching. It's 1-2. Baseball on the field down the left field line, causing a short delay. The count is 1-2 on Bronson Butcher. The pitch from Fuentes. Held back to the screen. The triple by Barrios. Little League home run. Throwing air by Bird and right. Stompers had put up a dozen runs again here today. Fuentes 1-2 pitch, and Butcher reaches for it and gets a piece to stay alive. Fourth game in a row that the Stompers have put up double digits. The 1-2 again to Butcher from Fuentes. That's low 2-2. There comes a 2-2 from Fuentes, and that curveball goes behind Bronson Butcher, and somehow, some way, he gets out of the way. Those are tricky. As a hitter, you're anticipating if you're trying to retreat from the batter's box going backward, and then all of a sudden the snaps, the breaking ball goes behind you, and you go backward, then forward. You don't know which way to go. And you're just lucky to get out of the way. The count's full, the 8th pitch to Butcher. Popped up, he reached for it. Out in shallow right field, Justin Bird comes on, he makes the catch, 1 out. Grayson Romero is going to be the hitter. He's walked twice and grounded to short. He's 0 for 1. The Little League home run by Barrios, the triple down the right field line, and then the throwing error by Bird allowed him to score. Barrios' second triple of the season. First pitch to Romero. High with a fastball from Fuentes, 1-0. Nobody up in either bullpen. Barnice right now through 6 innings at 81 pitches. 1-0 pitch to Romero is low. 2 balls and no strikes the count on the Stompers shortstop. The 2-0 on the inside corner, 2-1. Well, 12-2. Our score and a 3-1 count to Grayson Romero. The pitch from Fuentes on the outside corner, and we're full. Three and two with Gata on deck. The payoff pitch from Fuentes. Romero pops it up right behind the mound. Calling for it, Nunez, the shortstop. He makes the catch. Back to the top of the lineup for Nick Gata. Gata 1 for 3. A double, a walk, an RBI. Left-handed hitter against Fuentes, the lefty on the mound. First pitch to Gata. High ball 1. 1 run in on the triple and the error. That'll be an unearned run charged toward Fuentes. His 1-0 pitch, Gata fouls it back to the screen. Fuentes working with a good pace in the 6th inning. Stompers have scored on every run except for the 5th. 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 6 in the 4th. 1 here in the 6th to go up 12-2. Gata awaits the 1-1. Here it comes from Andrew Fuentes. On the outside corner, 1-2. Gata with 61 walks on the season. He walked in the 2nd to drive in a run. At the time, made it 3-1. Here's the 1-2. Inside, he hops out of the way. Lifts the arms straight up to avoid being hit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fuentes working, staring into Tony. Gata will call time. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Got it down on strikes. Stompers get a run. The Barrios triple the error by Bird. We go to the last third of the ball game. It's the Stompers 12 and Napa 2.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Dom Bethencourt leads it off for Napa in the top of the 7th inning, and Nick Barnice's 82nd pitch of the night. He starts him with a fastball, or strike one on the outside corner. Bethencourt, Anderson, and Connors, 5, 6, 7 hitters. Against Barnice here in the 7th, his 0-1 pitch to Connors, a breaking ball picked out of the dirt by Butcher. One and one the count on Bethencourt. He's 0 for 1, popped up and walked. 1-1 high. 2 balls and 1 strike on Dom Bethencourt. Barnice needs just 1 out to record his longest outing of the season. His 2-1 is on the ground to second. Gotta down to 1 knee. He throws Bethencourt out at first. So this is now the longest outing of the season for Nick Barnice, 6 1/3. He went 6 innings 4 separate times. He's 3-0 when he goes 6 innings this year. Here's Jordan Anderson, the left fielder. Nobody on and 1 out. Barnice's first pitch, a breaking ball, snaps a little bit high. Anderson hit the home run against Barnice in the 4th inning, the last man to score for Napa. Right-handers 1-0. The inside corner 1-1. Pat Barnett up in the Stomper bullpen. The tall right-hander. Barnice on 1-1 from the first base side of the rubber. Breaking ball hit in the air, left center field, not that deep. Barfield coming in. He makes the catch, 2 out. Nobody on, 2 out. Here's Dakota Connors. First pitch to Dakota Connors from Nick Barnice. He deals a fastball a little bit high. 1 ball in, no strikes. Connors has driven in 1 of the 2 runs, an RBI double in the second. The 1-0 pitch. High again, 2-0. Two balls in, no strikes. Nobody on and 2 out. The pitch from Barnes. Outside, ball 3. He's retired 4 straight. Try not to lose Connors here in the 7th. He deals on a 3-0. At the knees, low, ball 4. Third walk for Barnes of the night, a 2-out walk. Napa has a base runner for Nick Olch. Olch is 0 for 2. He's flying to left and struck out. Left-handed hitter. He has Barnes out of the stretch. Gillespie's going to play behind the runner at first. And the first pitch to Nick Olch is hit in the air center field. That's hit well. Hibbert on the run. Still racing back. He reaches up and he can't get there. Scoring easily from first is Dakota Connors. Nick Olch has an RBI double. And it's 12-3. Hibbert in center field had almost no chance to get there. He almost did, reaching up at the last second. Nick Olch has his 35th RBI of the season, a 2-out double. So here's Sean Jackson. Barney's trying to keep this at a quality start here tonight. Jackson has reached both times, a single and a walk. 12-3 now. Stompers lead. Barney steps off, and now Jackson steps out. Barney's looking in. He agrees with Butcher. First pitch. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Barney's with 6 strikeouts in the game. Set at the belt. He looks to second and fires on 0-1. A breaking ball that hits off the shoe of Dean Poteet, our home plate umpire, and it squirts all the way up the third baseline, right in front of the Napa dugout. Wild pitch puts Olch at third base. 1-1 the count on Sean Jackson. Jackson with 4 RBIs on the season, 3 against the Stompers. Left-handed hitter stands in, and a 1-1 count with a man at third and 2 out. Barney's trying to strand that Olch double. Here's the pitch. Lined out a play off to the left. 1-2. Leadoff man Justin Bird waiting on deck, and a 1-2 count to Sean Jackson. Barnes kicks the leg. The 1-2 pitch is high. Barnett getting ready in the pen. Likely for the 8th. Barney's set. His 2-2 pitch. Did he go around? Poteet says he did not, and they appeal, and they say he did not. Oh, boy. What a breaking ball from Nick Barnes to get Olch, or to get Jackson, that is, to check the swing. So the count is full on Sean Jackson. The payoff pitch from Barnes swung on and missed. Strikeout number 7 for Nick Barnes through 7 innings here tonight. Napa gets a run on the Olch double. We'll go to the home half of the 7th inning. Stretch time here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. The Stompers lead 12-3.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
New pitcher for Napa in the bottom of the 7th inning. Willie Salas is going to come in and pitch. The everyday shortstop for Napa is going to take the hill in his first appearance of the year. He has pitched in his career 2 appearances in his career. 3 1/3 innings, 6 runs, all earned on 6 hits, and 3 of the 6 hits that he's allowed have been home runs. Lifetime ERA of 16.20. He'll face Hibbert, Barfield, Gillespie. A 2-3-4 spots for the Stompers in the last of the 7th. First pitch from Salas. Fastball to Hibbert. Fouled back to the screen. Salas is going to work from the stretch, position player on the mound. Sidearm release for Salas. The 0-1. Right back to him on the hill, and he makes the catch. Hibbert lined it right back to Salas, who's an everyday shortstop. The quick reaction to make the catch. 1 out, Jacob Barfield. Going to come up, 1 for 3. Single and a hit by pitch. We're on the road tomorrow, everybody. 6:35 from Vallejo. That game's on the Stomper Radio Network for an off day on Wednesday. Barfield, the right-handed hitter. The first pitch from Salas inside to him. He has to lunge out of the way from getting hit. The 1-0. High 2-0. Salas working with a good pace. Rob Manfred would like that. The 2-0 pitch. Barfield fouls it off of his left foot. Take a walk down the third baseline. He fouled it off of his foot and then collapsed in the box. Now walking with a little bit of a limp, reaching down toward his right knee. Kind of collapsed underneath himself. He waves off Zach Pace over at third. Barfield now holding himself up with the bat in one hand. Dean Poteet giving him all the time he needs. Fouled it off of his foot and then sat straight down. The count's 2-1, and Pace is going to walk halfway down the third baseline. And now they're going to call the trainer out, possibly. Pace talking to Barfield. He swung at the 2-0 pitch, found it straight down, it looked like off of his foot, and then he kind of collapsed underneath himself. Feeling some discomfort, it looks like, in the right knee. Now being talked to by the training staff. Barfield, if you know him, he doesn't want to come out of this game. But with a 12-3 lead in the 7th, maybe precautionary. Let him sit down and get off his feet. He's going to advocate to stay in the ball game, of course. See a look on the face of Barfield, not very pleased. Conversation with the trainer and pace. Conversation's got to be, why not just take a seat, give it a rest, don't push it, get after it tomorrow. The Barfield's going to come out of the game. It'll likely bring Rob DeAngelis into the ball game. Barfield's night's done as he exits after hurting himself on the swing. 1 for 3. So Salas is going to get some warm-up pitches. We'll see who comes out of the dugout. It'll probably be Rob DeAngelis, the only outfielder on the bench. So Chris Quitzer has played some outfield in his career, and we've seen Molinari in the left field this year, so it could be any of the three. So waiting to see who's going to emerge, and it will be Daniel Molinari. So Molinari is going to come up in a 2-1 count. Molinari hitting .250. The home run and 9 RBIs. So Molinari is going to come in. He'll likely go into left field in the top of the 8th. The count is 2-1 on Daniel Molinari. Nobody on and 1 out against Willie Salas in his first appearance of the season. Molinari, the right-handed hitter, inherits a 2-1 count. Salas on 2-1. Molinari takes low 3-1. Brent Gillespie on deck with 1 out in the 7th. Three and 1 pitch to Molinari, hit in the air. Shallow right. Justin Bird, does he see it? Yes, he does. Initially, Bird in right field put up the hands as if to say, where did it go? 2 out. Brent Gillespie will be the hitter. Gillespie's 1 for 4 with a home run. He's driven in 2 runs. Gillespie, left-handed hitter. The first pitch from Salas, he watches it sail outside. 1-0. The pitch from Salas. Gillespie takes outside, 2-0. Salas with a lot of movement. Not the highest velocity in the world, his 2-0. And Gillespie to right. How far will it go? Gillespie's second home run of the game. 13-3. Second solo home run of the ball game for Brent Gillespie. His first multi-home run game of the season. That home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one at Epicenter. So Gillespie has 2 of the 3 Stomper home runs tonight. Here's Miles Williams, a first pitch breaking ball from Salas up near the head of Williams. Salas trying to flip in a breaking ball, first one we've seen him throw in the ball game. 5th home run in the last 3 games for Gillespie. Williams takes a strike on the outside corner. 14 home runs in the last 4 games for the Stompers, including tonight's ball game. The 1-1. Williams fouls a breaking ball back to the screen. The hanger above the belt. Salas lucky he didn't give up a second one there. The 1-2 to Williams. High to left. That looks like it'll stay in the ballpark for Jordan Anderson. He makes the catch. Stompers get a run. The Gillespie solo home run to right, his second of the ball game. We'll go to the 8th. Stompers lead by 10.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Pat Barnett, the new pitcher here in the top of the 8th inning. Daniel Molinari comes into the game. He'll play left field, where Jacob Barfield, who went down on the swing and walked off the field under his own power. It'll be Justin Bird, Malvin Nunez, and Josh Montalongo against Pat Barnett, making his 8th appearance, an ERA of 1.26. 14 in the 3rd innings, 2 runs on 3 hits. He struck out 13 and walked 7. The 6'6" right-hander deals strike 1 to Justin Bird. 6'6", 225 pounds from Windsor, Connecticut. Nothing and 1. Barnett works from the stretch with nobody on, nobody out. And the 0-1 pitch is on the outside corner to Bird, nothing and 2. Once again, we're the only game underway here tonight. Special Monday Night Baseball edition for the Stompers. Here's the 0-2, and Bird fouls it straight back. Still nothing in 2. You'll see a good breaking ball from Pat Barnett, along with the low 90s fastball. Just immaculate numbers for him this year. He's allowed just 3 hits in 14 and a third while striking out 13 hitters. His 0-2 pitch. Popped out of play again. Bird's 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice and then was caught stealing. Barnett still way ahead, 0-2. He can go with anything to Bird here, elevate. Breaking ball down low. Maybe even a changeup to the left-handed hitter. Straight away against him. The 0-2 once again. Fouled out of play, off to the left. Fastball in on the hands. Justin Bird. The top of the 8th inning here. A 13-3 Stomper lead. Barnett way ahead, 0-2. He faces the top of the order here in the 8th, and now time call. Bird digs back in the left side. Barnett from the stretch. The 0-2 pitch again. Out of play. Barney's tonight, 99 pitches, 7 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits, and he strikes out 7, his longest start of the season. Barnett's 0-2. He goes with the breaking ball there, and Bird took it in the dirt. 1-2 strikes the count. Barney's had gone 6 innings 4 separate times. Notches his longest start of the season tonight. Barnett's 1-2. Swung on and missed. Justin Bird down on strikes to open the 8th inning. First strikeout for Pat Barnett.
Shortstop Alvin Nunez.
8-pitch strikeout for Pat. There's Malvin Nunez, the left-handed hitter, 1 for 3, doubled. Was picked off second, reached on an error, and he struck out in the game. Barnett out of the stretch, starts him, and Nunez lines it softly in the air to Romero at short for out number 2. Little dying quail off the bat of Nunez. There's Josh Montalongo. 0 for 3 in the game, 3 strikeouts. Snapped his bat after the strikeout in the 6th inning against Nick Barnese. So a new bat here in the 8th. 3 men on the left side of the infield, the overshift on Josh Montalongo. Barnett's first pitch. Line foul down the left field line. Montalongo out in front there. The count is 0-1. We'll see if this bat's any nicer to Montalongo. He didn't like the last one. He broke it. 3 men on the left side. Gillespie all alone on the right side. The 0-1 from Barnett, and the curveball is in the dirt. Largest lead in the Pacific Association for the Stompers this year. 8 games, trying to extend it to 8.5 tonight. Picking up a half game. Here's the 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-2 the count to Josh Montalongo, trying to avoid the golden sombrero here in the ball game tonight. Barnett at the chest. His 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball tapped along third. Kern fields. He'll throw to first. And a late foul call. Foul ball, says Dean Poteet. Down the line, he had a perfect view at it. Kern did as he should. Field it, throw it anyway. Play it until something's called. Ends up being foul. The count's still 1-2 on Montalongo. Here's the pitch from Barnett. High fly ball to left. Molinari near the track, in the corner by the wall. He makes the catch. Right in front of the foul pole. A long run for Daniel Molinari. A 1-2-3 8th inning for Pat Barnett. Kern, Barrios, Butcher in the home half.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Dominic Bethencourt is the new Napa pitcher here in the 8th inning. Bethencourt goes from third to the mound. Salas goes from the mound to third. So Bethencourt with one appearance this year. He pitched a third of an inning, got an out, and walked a man. So Dominic Bethencourt will face Kern Barrios Butcher, 6, 7, 8. Here in the last of the 8th inning. Bethencourt in his career pitched in one game last year. 2 innings, allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 3 hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Bethencourt, the hard thrower, of course, the third baseman. Lifetime ERA of 4.5. Throw goes down to second. So defensively for Napa, it's Anderson, Jackson, Bird left to right. Salas, Nunez, Connors, Montalongo, and Tony behind the plate. Nick Kern's going to start us off. He's 0 for 2, hit by a pitch, walked, scored twice, and he's driven in a run. Tony's going to go out and talk to Bethencourt. Just a reminder, we're on the road tomorrow. A 6:35 start in Vallejo. Stompers will take on the Admirals out at Wilson Park, and the Admirals coming off a loss to Napa yesterday, 10-9 the final in that one. So as it looks right now, the Stompers will go into that game with an 8.5 game lead. Kern digs in the right side. Stompers have scored in every inning except for the 5th. Bethencourt pitches out of the windup here, and his first pitch to Nick Kern is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Stompers, after walking 8 times in the first 4 innings, haven't walked since. The 1-0. To center. Hammered. Jackson back, right in front of the wall in center field. Makes the catch. So Nick Kern flies to deep center field. 1 out, here's Barrios. Correction, Jordan Garr has come into the game for Napa in center field. So Garr makes the catch for the putout. Here's Barrios. First pitch to him inside from Bethencourt, 1-0. Barrios in the game 3 for 3. 2 runs batted in, a triple. Scored twice and he's walked. Ryan Richardson is up in the Stomper bullpen and throwing. Here's the 1-0 from Bethencourt. He misses very high for ball 2. Pedro looking for his first 4-hit game of the year on 2-0. Bethencourt misses inside ball 3. So it's Anderson, Gar, Bird, left to right in the outfield. Salas, Nunez, Connors, Montalongo around the horn. Gar's over toward right center on the 3-0 from Bethencourt, and he misses outside by 4 feet. Barrios has walked for the second time, and the first time the Stompers have walked since the 4th inning. Man at first, one out for Bronson Butcher. Butcher in the game, 1 for 4, a 3-run home run. He's driven in 4. Bethencourt out of the stretch. His first pitch to Butcher. This is inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Barrios leading from first. Bethencourt sent at the chest. His 1-0 pitch, and Butcher hits it on the ground to third. Salas fields. He'll go to second for 1. Connors to first. A 5-4-3 twin killing. So we'll go to the 9th. Ryan Richardson coming in. Stompers leading at 13-3.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Here in the top of the 9th. He's 1-0 with a 0.74 ERA. This will be his 26th appearance. In 24 1/3, he's allowed 3 runs, 2 earned on 12 hits, 36 strikeouts, and 2 walks for the 5'10 right-hander from Spokane, Washington. He'll face the 4, 5, 6 spots in the order, started by Nico Tony, and Ryan Richardson starts the 9th with strike 1. Tony's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Richardson works out of the stretch. is 0-1 pitch. Tony hits it on the ground to second. Got it down to one knee to field, and he throws him out at first. 1 out. Last time Richardson came into a ball game, it was 2 nights ago against the Silverados, and he notched a pair of strikeouts in a 1-2-3 ninth. So here's Dom Bethencourt. He's 0 for 2 in the game. Barney's in line for the win. His longest start of the year. Bethencourt, right-handed hitter. He pitched the bottom half of the 8th. Here's the first pitch from Richardson. Strike one on the outside corner. All he does is get ahead, stay ahead. A tremendous changeup for Ryan Richardson. He's working on a curveball. We've seen him throw it only a handful of times this year. Out of the stretch on 0-1 to Bethencourt. Richardson home. On the ground to short. Backing up Romero. Long throw from deep in the hole. 2 out. Napa down to their final out tonight. The last 6 Silverado hitters have been retired in a row. Quickly 2 out on 4 pitches for Richardson here in the 9th. First pitch to Jordan Anderson on its way, and Anderson hits it in the air to center. Hibbert's there. 5 pitches for Richardson, and the ball game is over. Final line score from tonight. First for the Stompers. 13 runs on 10 hits, 1 error, 7 left. For Napa, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They strand 3. Barnes gets the win. He's 5-1. Liriano with the loss. He is 1-1. Final time of tonight's ball game, 2 hours, 55 minutes. Stompers have won their 5th in a row by a final of 13-3, and the magic number, 8. They clinched first place in the Pacific Association. Stompers now 36-12, 24 games over 500, and now have an 8.5 game lead over the San Rafael Pacifics, who are off tonight. Napa back to 500 at 24-24. They are now 12 games back. Next Stomper game is going to be tomorrow afternoon. We're on the road in Vallejo. 6:35 first pitch in that one. That'll be on the Stompers Radio Network at mixlr.com/Sonoma Stompers before an off day on Wednesday. Then 3 straight at home Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Right back here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. That does it for us here tonight. Barnes gets the win. Barnett, Richardson retire the last 6 hitters in a row. And the Stompers score double digits for the 3rd, make that 4th straight ball game. 13-3 our final for everybody with Sonoma TV and everybody with the Sonoma Stompers. I'm Forrest Hunt. Have a very pleasant, good rest of your night. Stompers victorious. We'll see you tomorrow, 6:35.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
social media support is provided by Word Mice.